Now we're going to explain our own chemistry in a more proper way than the previous video. So, if you have seen the phosphorus experiment, we're gonna show you now how to create phosphorus by first explaining what are the energies that each player can take during his round. Now, first of all, this is the molecule, okay? As you can see, it has black and white discs, hexes, and during my round I can take a disc away from the molecule like this, either black or white, okay? This is one energy. So I can also take discs that are outside of the molecule and put them on a hex. Each hex has a space for only one disc, so we cannot put a second one. And also I can take an empty hex, remove it and put it in any other space I want, so that it touches, you know, the molecule with its sides, like this or like this, okay? Like this. Alright. Also I can move a disc from one hex to another. It doesn't have to be adjacent, you can also do this, okay? Or this. So now, there are also two other options you have during your round, which are depicted on cards because they're a little more complex. This one is restartium. It is used to take the molecule back to its original state. I mean, all the players play on the same molecule, so maybe you want to create something that it is too hard because the player before you just made a whole mess out of it. Something like this, for example. So, in order to avoid spending all your energies to return the molecule to its original state, you can do it by just one energy, by using the restartium. This energy is unique, meaning you can use it only once during your round. So, if it is a total mess, I can just say I use restartium and there you go. Back to square one, or square zero as the card says. And we use a zero here because restartium is a non-existent element. Now the other card here is called extramovium. Extramovium is in the case that 4 energies might not be enough during your round. I mean, I have like 4 energies, like we saw in the video before. I want to create phosphorus, so 1, 2, 3. I take the card in front of me, and this is free. I mean, you don't have to pay energy to put cards in a pile in front of you. So I have one more energy left, but I'm going to show you here a card that I have in my hand. This is called palladium. I might be close to creating palladium, but I need more energies, and palladium is better because it costs 2 points. So, to show you how to use extramovium, I'm going to take phosphorus, put it in the discard pile, because that's how you use extramovium. You have to take a card from your pile of already created elements and send it to the discard pile. So now, by doing that, I have 3 more energies, thanks to extramovium. Extramovium is repeatable. I mean, if I have more cards here in my personal pile, I can keep sending cards to the discard pile in order to have 3 more, and so on. So, now that I have done this, I have 3 more energies. So, I choose as one energy to use the restartium. Okay? And now I have 3 more. So for the next of my 3 energies, I'm gonna take this one here, 1, 2, I'm gonna take a hex, put it on another space, and 3, ta-da, palladium. As you can see, it's the same as on the card. So now I have 2 points for the end of the game. I have 2 cards remaining in my hand, so now I draw more cards in order to have 4 again. Okay, and that was my round. Now, if the next player wants to use a card, for example, play Sulfur, okay? Sulfur is not really all that convenient because it takes a lot of energies to put the things in the right place. So you can also use restart him again, like so. Okay, and it will be easier for him to create this element. So the game goes on like this until a player cannot draw any more cards from the discard pile, from his deck. If the deck is exhausted, then it's the end of the game. And players count points from their piles by the number on the lamp. Like I have 2 points here. Now, let's assume that the other player has these 2 cards, which are also 2 points. From what it seems, this is a tie. But Sulfur and Phosphorus, they have consecutive numbers in the periodic table. I mean, Phosphorus is really element 15, while Sulfur is element 16. Since these numbers are consecutive, I get 2 bonus points. So not only I have 2 points from the lamps, I also have 2 more points because this number are consecutive. So I have 4 points instead. If I had another card, which would be consecutive, like 15, 16, 17, I would have 3 more points. So it's a good strategy to take a look at your cards during the game. I mean, if this is my personal pile, it would be good for me to check out during the game which numbers I have and try to gain more points. Like, okay, I have number 19, so I could use number 89 in order to gain more points, and so on. So that's what most of the game is about.